Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Meta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Became the God of Destruction of His Universe? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Polo Uchiha channel as well. As without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 8 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the council chamber of Konoha, where we see Minato Namikaze was seated, as currently he was busy doing the paperwork, and while doing so, he looked quite exhausted because it was the bane of each and every Kage. As suddenly there was a knock on the door of his office, as he then said, "Come in." As soon as the door opened, there stood on the other side Hiruzen Sarutobi, with a huge pile of paper again, as Minato sighed and slumped his shoulders in his seat. "Not again." "I realize that you are going through a tough time, Minato, but due to the recent events, there has been a lot of paperwork. You know that, right?" "Yeah, I know." "Well, someone has to get through that." Yes, someone has to. And unfortunately, that someone is you. Yes, you're really certainly very happy that you have left this job, right? Of course I am. I have outlived my usefulness to this village and now I am retired. You know, you can help me out with the paperwork. I don't think I can. I've done already enough now, haven't I? Yes, of course you have. Alright then, better get on to it then. Yes, I'll leave you to it. As Hiruzen left, we see some more hours passed by as it was in deep night as Minato looked at the clock. Oh my god, it's already time enough. As he decided to teleport back at home. As soon as he arrived, we see that he witnessed an argument going on between her son, between his wife and their son and daughter. "Menma, Mito, Kushina, I'm home. I said this twice already. What's going on?" "Kajan is telling us to feed that thing tonight because she doesn't want any headache." "Oh," said Minato as the smile dropped, and seemingly perfect father figure visage was gone. "Leave that thing and its feeding to me." "Yeah, just take it. I don't want to see its face. That monster wearing our son's face. Every time I see it, my blood boils. And you know we can't kill it, right? Even if that thing wears our son's face, we can't. Because if we try to harm it or kill it, it will only free itself. I know all it can do is just mock us, and that's the extent of it." As now we see, Minato taking the metal tray then entered downstairs into the basement, and there was a huge vault, completely covered with seals of all sort, explosive ones, and even chakra suppressors. As the door opened, revealing that a figure was standing there, nearby the door, as the shackles were broken, and the cuffs were still in both of his ankles as well as in his wrists. The person had long blonde hair which was curly and tangled up, and he wasn't wearing any top. He was wearing only a tattered brown shorts and was bare feet. As the person's eye looked up, they had slits in them and were red. As he smiled, bearing forward his fangs. "Ah, so you're finally here, father. I am not your father, for the last time. You damn monster. Then why are you keeping me alive? I thought you wanted to get rid of me. Didn't you? As much as I want to, I can't. You're only making fun of our our situation that we're in. So much for a Kage you are. Nothing more than a failure as a father as well as a Kage." As a Rasengan was charged in Minato's hand, "Come on, do it. Put an end to this." as suddenly he crushed the Rasengan in his hand. As he slammed the food tray there. Eat, so you need to survive, because the hell for you is just beginning. You know this body will grow old and I will break free, don't you? When you do, I will be waiting for you on the other side. Is that so? Yes, that's so. As after we see Minato left, he closed the door shut as he sighed. I can't believe it. That face, that voice that he is using is my son's, and all I can do is do nothing. How did this happen? Where did we go wrong? As now we see, Minato was having a flashback, like he did multiple times whenever he did this. As Minato had and Kushina had 3 kids, and everything was at peace. Naruto was the Jinchuriki of the soul of the Kyuubi, while Menma and Mito had the chakra. And everything was going smoothly and peacefully as well. The 3 kids were playing along together and they were a happy family until an Eva attack happened. That cursed damn wretched shinobi from Eva placed a sort of seal on Naruto that turned him into this. Kyuubi was now overpowering him, and his soul was the one who was trapped within. Even before they could do anything or teach him about it, Naruto was now trapped within Kyuubi, and Kyuubi was the one who was now awakened. But the funny thing was, the damn seal then disappeared as if it never existed. So they had no way of finding out how the seal worked or how they could break it down to work it against what has been caused into this. And because of that, this chamber was built in which the Kyuubi soul could be trapped until they were able to find a way to free Naruto. But soon that dream turned into a desperation and that desperation died down. The only thing that remained was haunting and painful memories for everyone. A mother who lost her son to the demon because of Eva. A brother and sister who lost their little brother, and a father who lost his son as well. And now, Minato was standing there, wiping his tears, as his eyes were red again, filled with rage. I'm gonna get to the end of this, even if it takes me years. Just hold on, Naruto. I will bring you back. As unbeknownst to both the Kyuubi, who has currently taken over Naruto's body, as well as Minato, or his family, Naruto was not even here. His soul has teleported to a new plane, a plane of divine realm, in which Kamiyami and Shinigami has taken him to another plane, a plane that is even superior to them, the plane of Lord Xanos, because they were called there for a meeting. And Naruto just tagged along without them even noticing. He then was left behind there, and because of that, the seal had disappeared, and his soul somehow got lashed onto Whis, and they were now on the planet of Beerus, in which he resided. As currently we see, Beerus and Whis was looking at Naruto, who they have just discovered now. This is impossible, my lord. A soul not from our domain, but a subdomain of Kamiyami and Shinigami-sama is here. Ah, those 3 goddesses, they're always so careless. Please, make sure the soul is delivered there. How, how can I get back? Am I dead, sir? And why is this cat talking like he's your boss? I am the boss, and I am not a cat. I am Beerus, the destroyer of planets, the god of destruction. As after that, we confirmed this as Naruto was taken aback by that. So you kill people? As Beer's face faltered as we laughed. This boy is simplifying your job to that, my dear lord. I don't just kill people randomly. I only kill people who are not worth keeping anymore. Wow, you really are bad, Mr. Kitty. I'm not cat, as I mentioned before. You are. You have 2 ears and a tail. And a cat-like face. Well, my lord, I think we just let the boy do as he seems fit. Hmm. You know what, Brad? You wanna see a cat, right? I'll show you a cat. Come on, put your fists up. I'm gonna take you head on head. My lord, I think you're going too far now. You're a destroyer, and this is just a poor soul who is just a child as well. You can't be serious about this. Of course I am. He has disrespected me far enough. If you don't come round, I will use my Hakai to remove you. What's that? Is that something you eat? As we begin to laugh. No, Naruto, that is not something we eat. So how about you do a little spar and I will help you out? And so with the help of Whis, Naruto was able to avoid a lot of attacks from Beerus, which Beerus was even amazed of. My oh my, certainly I am impressed. That young Naruto is showing some talents. Huh, that's not right. It's because I might have gotten sloppy because of all the rest and laziness. As after Beerus got in, he was powering up to the point that his power exceeded far beyond his whole planet, as purple aura surrounded the whole planet as Beerus charged at Naruto. But Naruto tripped and was able to avoid it as Beerus face vaulted into a tree nearby. As after that we see Beerus was enraged until Whis calmed him down. Enough, my lord. You already made quite a mockery of yourself in front of our guest. Our guest? He's not a guest of mine. I want him out of this planet. Jeez, you don't have to be like that, Beerus. Sensei? Sensei? What do you mean, Sensei? I mean, you tried to teach me something, and so did we Sensei, so I guess you two are my senses in a sense. My father always told me that if you learn something from someone, he is considered to be your sensei. Hmm, you know what? I am kind of liking that name, my lord. It is certainly quite soothing to hear that. Now, wouldn't you admit? Me being a sensei, huh? I don't know, Whis. As Beer's tale was all the more evident that he was excited and happy to hear that. Call me that again, my dear boy. Beerus sensei? Certainly pleasing to hear. Alright, I have decided. You can stay here for the time being, until I train you. But my lord, for that to happen, he needs to be having ki. You do know that we have divine ki while this poor boy only possesses chakra because of Kamiyami and Shinigami's influence over from where he is. Ah, yes. Do you know where the Dragon Balls are? You mean the Divine Dragon Balls, my lord? Yes, yes, the one not from the Saiyans planet. Uh, they are currently at Xenos-sama's place. I guess we have to visit there. Are you sure? Yes. Now, dear boy, you shall remain here with Whis while I go and tend to it. As now we see, Beerus arrived inside Lord Xenos' temple. What is it, Beerus? Um, Xenos-sama. We have someone who we wish to train. As that is when Naruto met with this weird kid who was seated there. Who was the weird kid? As immediately the guards were in action, as Zeno stopped them. Stop or you'll go bye-bye. As now we see, the Xenos then arrived near Naruto, levitating. Hmm, who are you? You have chakra, not ki. You shouldn't be here. I don't know how I got here, but this place is fun. And these two are my senseis. Your senseis? Is it really fun to be here? I don't know. I'm always stuck here and alone. You are? Yes, always am. Then how about you come to the planet and so we can play sometimes along? Really? You will play with me? Of course, why not? My name is Naruto, by the way, said Naruto extending his hand as the guards were almost twitching to fight this insolent boy. As Zenos grabbed it and both of them shook hands. Wow, is this Grand Priest what they call a friend? Yes, my lord, I think it is, said someone that looked like Whis, but seemingly had more power. As now we see, Grand Priest then smiled after he had a shockful expression, which Whis noticed. As now we see, Whis then going towards Grand Priest and smile and talking to him. Grand Priest, Sama. It seems that you were smiling with a shockful expression. Something has caught your eye about the boy. Yes, that boy is to be the god of destruction of Kamiyami and Shinigami's world. And not only that, he is someone who will be a great friend and ally to our Lord. Is that so? Yes. And the funny thing is, I found out that he is much purer even than Zenosama himself, meaning that no planet will be destroyed, but the fear will be instilled in them. That is impressive, and something not akin to a destroyer. I know, but he will destroy things as the job he will be taking. And that is why I think it is best if he stays here now, since he is here anyways. And so now we see Naruto's journey then begin, but there as a god of destruction in training, alongside with Whis as well as Beerus, while he made great best friend with Zenos, as Zenos would usually come and play with Naruto as best as he could, and Naruto began to grow up as well, after he was granted the Dragon Balls, as per Beerus' request to be granted Divine Key. As finally, now we see in the present, Naruto was sparring with both Whis as well as Beerus. As Beerus and Naruto were going head to head. Come on, Sensei, I know you got more in you. Was that so? As Beerus entered into autonomous Ultra Instinct, he still had not complete mastery over it, but he was aiming to do so now. As Naruto enters into a similar state of such, but most of his hair was purple as well. It was a combination of a destroyer energy as well as the angel's energy, because both of them were his senses, meaning Naruto, being a prodigy as he was not only able to master the perfect Ultra Instinct, but also Ultra Ego as well, and combine the two into his own, as currently he was fighting both of them at an extreme pace, as in the end, Naruto was swiped by his tail and knocked out, and Beerus won. There, I won again, kid. Hey, no fair, Sensei, you used your tail again. Well, it is allowed in case of me. Ah, damn you and your cat-like features. What did you say, brat? Nothing, Sensei. As that is when we see Zenos arrive there, but this time Kamiyami and Shinigami were there as well. Ah, is this what the person who you're speaking about, Lord Zenos? Yes, he is my best friend, Naruto. Hey, Naruto, how are you doing? Oh, hey, Zenos, how are you doing today? Uh, hey, Shinigami-sama, Kami-sama, Yami-sama. You're equal to us, Naruto. You can address us as Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. Oh, I see. So, why are you here, Zenos, and with them? Oh, I was I was here because they had finally noticed that their child of prophecy was missing. And now they're here in search of you, after tracing you down here. Oh, sorry about that. Hmm. Sisters, you do know that this will bring a lot of things in jeopardy since he is no longer the child of prophecy now. He has basically become the god of destruction himself. Yes, you are right. He has become a god of destruction and our equal. How can he go there? Wait, so what do you mean by that child of prophecy and whatnot? Your physical body is still there in your planet, Naruto. Remember that. You're only a soul construct here, said Whis. Oh, oh damn it, I forgot about that, said Naruto. Is everything alright with you, Naruto? I don't know, Zenos. I'm worried, to be honest. Hmm. Well, I'll make your worries go by, but just tell me. It's not that, it's just what happened? Well, the QB has been mocking your parents by taking over your body and such. Oh, is that so? Said Naruto. As suddenly there was a huge burst of energy from there, as Kamiyami and Shinigami had to block that. Except for Zenos, everyone was moved. I can't allow that to happen. It seems it is time for me to leave. Do you think I'm ready, Sensei? You could use a little more training, but aside from that, you are ready. Alright then. It's time for me to leave. I'll miss you, Xenos. I'll miss you as well, senseis. But I promise I'll visit as much as I can. You better, since you're now a god of destruction, Naruto. And you're my best friend. Okay? You better visit me. Of course I will, Xenos. Anything for you. As after that we see Naruto and Xenos hugged each other since they were together since they were basically Naruto was 4 years of age. As now we see, he then bid farewell to his senseis and came with Kamiyami and Shinigami. As soon as he arrived, he entered his domain. So what I'm gonna do now? We have made a new physical construct of you, but you're too powerful. That construct cannot hold your soul, and even your body can't. So that is why we think that it would be best if you make your body with your own divine key. As Naruto focused and a divine body of him similar to his stature was created, as Naruto then headed straight towards the elemental nation. While back in Konoha, Minato and Kushina had finally decided to give up, and they were going to execute their son, who was trapped within the Kyuubi and his own body. Hmm, is that the end of it? Your patience, you're finally gonna do this, huh? You do know that I will break free from this shell, and once I do, I will be aiming for you. That is where things change, Kyuubi. We have found a way to trap you within a genjutsu for eternity. Even if you are freed, you won't be able to move. As Kyuubi then became enraged, you think I won't? I'll show you my true strength. I will break free from whatever genjutsu you have in store, because there's nothing in this world that can stop me. You hear me? As that is when we see the Kyuubi broke free as Orange Chakra was roaming supreme because Naruto was no longer connected to that body now, since he has made his own chakra construct. As suddenly there was a purple energy that blended there with the storm, as Naruto was standing there wearing clothes similar to berus, as he looked towards his own body. How can this be? It's Naruto, said Minato. Hey, father, mother, brother and sister, everyone. Naruto, is this really you? Yes, yes, it is me. Then who is this? I'll explain everything later. But as of you, Kyuubi, you have caused enough pain to my family and to this village. I think that you are no longer necessary for this world, since you think of yourself as incarnation of hatred. Who do you think you are, mortal, to say such things to me? I am this universe's new god of destruction, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, and I am done with you, Hawkeye. As Kyuubi then began to disappear in deep agony, what are you doing? There will be no incarnation or reincarnation for you, no afterlife or life hereafter. You are gone. You are erased. What? Kyuubi began to fear. No, no, please, please don't do this. I beg of you, don't. You don't know what you're doing. I know what I am doing. I am putting an end to you and your tyranny. As after that we see, Kyuubi was completely erased alongside his body, as the whole population who was there was shocked after Naruto's claims. What do you mean, Naruto? It is as I said. Once that seal was placed by Iwa Shinobi, my soul was sent to Kamiyami and Shinigami's plane. And there, somehow I tagged along with them without them noticing into a much deeper and divine plane, where the supreme ruler and creator Zenos ruled, who turns out to be my best friend now, since I was 4 at the time. We got along just well fine. There I met the destroyer of another domain, who I tagged along and traveled to his dimension without him noticing, because I thought they were the people who he came with, and they could take me back because it was similar to the thing I came out of. But it was not. And I trained with them. And now I have become the destroyer of this universe. Universe? What do you mean? My job is to destroy the planets and erase civilization of those who are deemed as threat. As everyone felt chills run down their spine. Naruto, are you Are you going to kill people left and right? You're a mass murderer? Oh boy. Somehow I'm imagining Beerus sensei laughing at me, because this was the very thing that I said to him. Thought Naruto to himself, no, no, father, of course not. I give them a chance to redeem. That is my job. I have to do this. Otherwise someone will replace me. I I see. As now we see, everyone then began to spread rumors about the god of destruction's arrival and whatnot, and what he did to the Kyuubi, as it even reached the ears of the Akatsuki, who were now enraged because this new proclaimed god just arrived out of nowhere, and what he has done has caused their plan to foil itself. We need to take care of him, and fast. He has caused great distress to us. We need to address this issue and deal with him. That we will. That is something you don't need to worry about. It is already being taken care of. As soon after that, Orochimaru, Akatsuki, and many other nations who hated Konoha, such as Eva, all joined forces together to eradicate this god of destruction who was now living inside Konoha. And what followed suit was Naruto warning them. On the day of the battle, I am warning you all. If you don't leave, you all will be erased, and that will be the end of you and your soul. You think we are afraid of you, false god? We are not. As suddenly Naruto then lifted up his hand as a purple ki blast was formed. As he threw it down, and what followed suit was such a huge explosion that they all were wiped out clean. Nothing remained there. As the Kage, Oniki, was watching this, he fell down to the ground, shaking so much that he couldn't even breathe, as Naruto landed in front of him, hands tied behind his back. I warned you, Oniki. I gave you a chance to leave. Please, I beg of you, don't harm me or kill me. Please. Why should I? Shouldn't I? I gave you a choice. I am not a mortal. I have become a god. You do know that, right? And I have a job to maintain. The balance. You and your hatred is causing imbalance. And you must pay for this. As Naruto grabbed his head and began to yell, Hawkeye, no, 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 please! As Oniki began to erase in the most painful manner possible. And after this was done, we see that Orochimaru, who was hiding while betraying them, was taken aback, as Zetsu was also able to escape because of his body switches, while the rest had perished with a single attack from the god of destruction himself. As soon as we go back, we see Orochimaru now frightened as well as excited. How I can harness his body. I will be able to do what he's able to do. But I need to be careful, or otherwise I will end up like Oniki. Or be erased like Oniki for what he told. While on the other side we see Zetsu being afraid. Mother, there is a god of destruction. How are we gonna deal with this? As Kage then said, I don't wish to be freed, my child. Do not intervene in this matter, in this way. Because if you stand against him, you will be erased and cause the end of us. I have already contacted the others, and they have contacted me. And their universe has been filled with the rumors about the new god of destruction now already, who is from the shinobi world, a human, and they are downright terrified. And I have foreseen his and witnessed his power. And I can tell you this much, he's stronger, way much stronger than before. Who was the before one? He was an Otsutsuki, but he was killed because of his favorabilities towards those who treated him like a royalty and a god, and those who didn't, when were unaware, were killed and destroyed. Be very careful, my boy. Do not cross paths with him. And soon after that, what followed suit was erasing of people like Gato, as well as the corrupt ruler of the land of snow, and people like Orochimaru. Kumo and the others were now very, very, very careful and always treading on ice, especially Danzo, because they knew Naruto, as god of destruction, was living amongst them, and his power was no joke. With a single blast from his hand, as he called it, he erased an whole army alongside with Oniki itself. And that has instilled his fear in the hearts of the whole elemental nation. But his job didn't end here. His first task was to erase each and every Otsutsuki, and that is what he did. He tracked down each and every Otsutsuki and erased them. When the final one came, her children came in front and begged for mercy. Naruto warned her to stay away, and she vowed that she will listen, and so Naruto let her live. And she was Kaguya, the lone survivor of the whole Otsutsuki clan. As on the other side, Naruto began to travel from universe to universe, and one day when he returned, he met with an angel. His angel that was sent there to be his assistant as well as his trainer. "What is your name, angel?" asked Naruto. "My name is Vados, my lord, and from now on I will be serving under you as your guidance and assistance." "I see." As soon enough Kushina discovered this, she began to tease Naruto that she was his bride and whatnot. As Vados always chuckled, but soon enough that too came to reality when Naruto found himself marrying his own angel, and even Xenos was there. And that frightened everyone because the very creator of the whole multiverse was there, the most powerful being, and the other destroyers were also there. As they witnessed that there was a kitty cat who Naruto was being extremely friendly with until he introduced them to him. "This is my parents, Lord Beerus. Whis Sensei." "Hey, child. Now why are you calling him Sensei and not me? Did I not train you enough?" Of course you did. I'm just, being considerate." Since when did you have consideration?" "Brat. You always were a brat and always will be." "Geez, fine, okay." "Sensei it is." As his family were quite taken aback that how their lives have changed so much since Naruto's birth, and how he has changed so much after returning one day out of nowhere and destroying his own self, claiming to be god of destruction, and here they were meeting all these weird people who were supreme beings and divine beings as well. And the whole Konoha, let's just say, and elemental nation was frightened because they knew that even if they made a slightest wrong move, they would be the one that will be erasing, because Naruto has told them they had more superior and dominant Hawkeye than him. As this is where that is when we see Naruto and Vados. Well, Vados clearly hugging Naruto close, as the other angels were also happy to see that Naruto was the kindest of gods of destruction, as he was so kind that he only has killed in all of his life total 12 to 15 people, aside from the army that he has massacred. Well, as for the other gods, it was nothing in front of their eyes because they had such huge imbalance. While Naruto at first was enraged, but now he has matured for the best after gaining the assistance of Vados on his side. As Grand Priest was now seen smiling again. "What do you see this time around, Grand Priest?" "Something much more happier is on our way, it seems. We angels are, thanks to Naruto and Vados union, will be able to find our own peace." "Is that so?" "Yes, please. That's so." As this is finally where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.